back to another video. Today's look is a very simple everyday makeup look. This is the look I usually wear when I'm going to run errands or go out somewhere for the day and then come straight back home. So there is no eyeshadow, definitely different for me, but if I can only apply makeup for 20 minutes, I'm going to be fairly quick and not worry about, eyeshadow or a wing or doing anything too dramatic. So this is completely different to what I usually like. Firstly, before we go on with the video, this is a new necklace that I got from Marina Collection. I told you about them before when I showed you the other necklace I got from them. I think this is a really beautiful choker. If you would like to see more of their necklaces, I will leave their website down below. This necklace will be in the famous necklaces section. I did just want to say, because I ordered another necklace from Marina Collections, because I am an ambassador or an affiliate with their brand, they did send me a free black choker. Now I already have this choker. This choker's here, this is mine. They said that free black choker can be for us if we want to keep it, or we can host it as a giveaway. So this is the other one I got when I ordered this necklace. There are some videos of me wearing this choker, and there's some photos of me wearing the choker on Instagram. My Instagram is @Melanie Jeboult if you're interested in following me. If I do host a giveaway for this choker, it will be on my Instagram. If you want to see what this choker looks like on, go look through my past videos, go look at the photos on my Instagram account to see if you would like this choker, and if you do, I will be hosting a giveaway for you to possibly win this choker. I did receive a discount code with Marina Collections. I'll put the code on screen. I'm pretty sure the code is Marina Girls with no spaces, capital M, capital G. Also guys, I do have 2 other coupon codes. If you are interested in getting these oval brushes from Simple Glam Girls, I highly recommend them. They're so soft and they blend out so easily and so quickly. My coupon code with Simple Glam Girls is Melanie Jeboult. I also do have a coupon code with Mikasa Beauty. I was going to say I love their brushes. They have some new brushes out as well, which I will be getting soon. But I highly recommend Mikasa Beauty brushes too. If you are interested in getting any Mikasa Beauty brushes, use my code Melanie Jeboult MUA. And yes, it has been a while since I've filmed a video. I think the last video I filmed was before Valentine's Day. I did have some things that I needed to get done, and filming videos would have just distracted me from getting it done in the first place. But it's all over now, that's why I'm filming videos again. So I'm sorry there was a big gap between filming my last video and filming this video. And I've also been lacking inspiration of what videos I should do. So if you do have any ideas, or if you have any specific makeup looks or how-to videos that you would like to see from me, then just comment them down below and I'll see if I can do them for you. Okay, anyway, back to the tutorial. If you would like to see how to get this simple, quick, everyday makeup look, then please keep on watching. Okay, let's get started. Since this is my everyday makeup look, I don't really do too much on my eyes. If you all have been watching my videos, you know I love a dramatic eye look. This look is what I've been wearing a lot lately. Sometimes I'll just put on a wing liner. Other times I'll just put on one eyeshadow. Sometimes I'll just put a bit of eyeshadow in the crease. But lately I haven't been putting really any liner or shadow on my lid. So firstly I'm just going to be priming my face with the Benefit Porefessional. I like to use my hands with this one. I like to put this primer around my nose and just under my eye here, because sometimes with foundation and concealer it looks a bit cakey in this area. I'm not too sure why. Maybe it's just my skin type. So I really like this primer for trying to hide that basically. Just going to smooth everything out. I like to still use primer for just an everyday makeup look, because when I go out I don't particularly know how long I'm going to be out for, so I'd like my makeup to stay on. I know a lot of people use less products when they're just doing a simple everyday makeup look, but I still use a lot of products, just maybe not a lot of eyeshadows. So next I am going to be colour correcting with my Stila Correct and Perfect palette. I'm just going to be using the peach shade to colour correct underneath my eyes. And I'm going to be using the green shade to colour correct my acne. Even though it is just an everyday makeup look, I still want everything covered up. To colour correct with those 2 colours, I do use 2 of the same brushes. These brushes are the Mikasa Beauty E220 concealer brushes. But I like using them for colour correcting. I always start with colour correcting underneath my eyes with the peach shade. Don't grab too much. Dot it under my eyes first. And just spread it out. If you use too much of these creams, it will show up through your foundation, so you don't want to use too much. And I still have concealer to use that will help cover up my under eyes as well, so that's why it's a good idea to use less. Okay, it's the same brush but it's the other one, and now I'm going into the green, and I just dot it on all of my acne and then I blend it in later. I also like to use the green around my nose because I have a lot of redness on my nose. Now I'm just blending it all in. I'm just going to add some here because I have a bit of redness. Try not to get too close to that peach shade. And now I'm just using the sponge just to blend in all that colour correcting. Alright, now for foundation, I'm going to be using my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation in Porcelain. I'm not going to use it from the actual foundation stick. I'm going to use hopefully the rest of the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation in Porcelain tester that the lovely lady at Mecca Maxima gave me. Now let me tell you, I've been using a lot of it and there wasn't a lot in here. So even a little bit goes a long way with this foundation. Just scoop some out. I'm just going to take my spatula, just put 2 stripes here, spread that out a bit. 2 stripes here, blend that out. Forehead, chin, Cupid's bow, and just a little on my nose. To blend that out, I'm just going to be using one of my simple Glam Girls oval brushes. I love these brushes. Like, they're so soft. Look how well it just spreads it out. Using these oval brushes for your foundation when you're in a rush seriously helps. Like, this just spreaded out my foundation and blended it in so quickly and so easily. I highly recommend them. Now, do you see what I mean with the Hourglass foundation? That a little goes a long way. This is still fairly full coverage for just a couple of stripes on my face. I try not to use too much of this foundation. It does get pretty cakey throughout the day. For concealer, I'm going to be using my favourite concealer. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. And I'm in the colour Fair Neutral. Firstly, I'm going to use it to cover up my acne, then blend it out. Then I'm going to cover up the redness around my nose, and then blend it out. Then I'm going to use it to conceal underneath my eyes, and then blend it out. Okay, I'm just going to use my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge to blend that out. I don't like keeping concealer on my face for too long because I've noticed if I keep it on my face for too long and I blend it out, you can see the outline of the concealer on my skin from where it was before, and that's not pretty. Sometimes my acne is just so red that it doesn't get completely covered up, even by full coverage foundations and full coverage concealers. But I'm going to set my face with powder soon, and I usually concentrate the powder on some of my acne so it covers it up pretty well. There's one bit of acne over here that has a bit of scarring around it. I don't really want to irritate it, so just ignore it if you can see it on camera. It's annoying me, believe me. Quickly after I blend the concealer around my nose, I set it right away because I think my nose is so oily, because throughout the day and at the end of the day, the makeup around my nose seems to get really shiny and tends to go away. So I'm just going to quickly set my nose. I'm using a Real Techniques brush. I can't tell you what brush it is because the writing has gone off. So I just kind of press the powder. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Powder, by the way, especially around the creases of my nose. Alright, now I'm just going to conceal underneath my eyes. I try not to use too much concealer because I think maybe that's the problem of why my pores get really enhanced, but we'll have a look. So I just do these 2 stripes. Oh, and I'll put a bit on my eyelids just so they have a bit of coverage. Alright, now I'm just going to take that same Real Techniques brush with my Maybelline powder and just set underneath my eyes. And my eyelids. Now I'm just going to take a bigger fluffy brush to set the rest of my face. This is the BH Cosmetics #1 brush. This is part of a set I got, so it's the set with the white and the gold handle. And this is the #1 brush in that set. I'm just going to take the Real Techniques brush again in that powder and concentrate the powder on my acne so I can just cover it up a bit more. Next I'm going to bronze up my face. Usually if it's a good day and I don't need to completely rush my makeup, I do cream contour and just have that as a little bit of contouring. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to show you what I normally do if I'm in a rush. And rush meaning half an hour. Okay, sometimes for bronzing, it depends really what I pick up. Sometimes I'll use the Benefit Hoola bronzer. Sometimes I'll use the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kit. Or I'll use the Morphe Brushes 9BZ palette. I think... Alright, I'm going to use the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kit. And yes, I still keep the brush in here. I'm not sure why. It just looks cute there. I'm going to be taking medium cocoa. I'm going to use the Real Techniques contour brush. I just do this because I am quite pale and I just need to add a bit of colour to my face. Now I know I don't really need to contour or bronze my forehead like most people do. Most people do it because they have a big forehead. I have quite a small one, and in my course I got told that I didn't really need to do it. But I like to just add a bit of colour to my forehead just because it is so pale. I'm not going to heavily contour my nose, but I'm just going to put a bit of bronzer on the sides of my nose with a big brush, just so it looks a little bit contoured and so it has a bit of colour. I'm just going to add a bit underneath my lip as well. Next I'm going to highlight with my Too Faced Candlelight Glow highlighter. I'm going to take another Real Techniques brush. This is the Deluxe Crease brush, but I'm going to use it for highlight. I'm just going to take a bit. Usually when I pick up only a little bit of this highlighter, it seems to not go on my face or not show up as much, so I kind of just go in. And I'm just going to add a bit of highlighter to my Cupid's bow. Put a bit of highlighter right here. And just because I don't really put any eyeshadow on my lids, I do put highlight in my inner corner just to kind of add a little pop to my eyes. It kind of opens up my eyes a bit. Alright, for brows, even though they look like they don't really need anything done, I do still do a little bit of filling them in because I do have some sparse areas. So I'm just going to take my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Ultimate Brow Palette and I just use the tiniest bit of this colour here just to fill in the gaps. So, funny story, I dropped my brush, it went on the ground, I was leaning over to pick it up, my chair didn't like that, my chair slipped, I fell on the ground and I hurt myself. I have like a scar on my arm now. I'm not going to show you because when people get scars I don't particularly like looking at them. Anyway, eyebrows are filled in. To set them in place I'm just going to use my Benefit Gimme Brow in Medium Deep. It's so funny. Who falls off their chair? Maybe if I wasn't so clumsy, my brush wouldn't have fallen out of my hand. Now for mascara, I'm going to use the Maybelline The Falsies Push-Up Drama Mascara. You want to be careful with this one because I made a lot of mistakes with this mascara. I would not think there's mascara on the one here, and I've accidentally lent it on my skin here, and it just put a whole black patch over my foundation and everything. So be careful of that. And the spikes. After you groom it through your eyelashes, it sometimes does get on your eyelid. Mine does a lot. So if that happens, just wait for it to dry and use a Q-tip. I have Q-tips here just in case it happens to me today. It's a good mascara though. Really lengthens your lashes. feel like I have some sort of a silly face when I put mascara on. I think everyone kind of does. I wasn't meant to go that overboard. It kind of looks like spider lashes now. I didn't particularly like that look. Oh well, I'll fix it up with a Q-tip later. I only did a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes. I am just going to take a Q-tip to fix up these lashes a bit. I'm just going to rub my Q-tip through a makeup wipe. Get most of the product off because it is getting a little bit clumpy. Now I'm just going to use a dry Q-tip to clean up any mascara mess I have made on my eyelid. There's a big clump here. I just put some of my face powder on the end of my Q-tip and covered up the blackness from the mascara that kind of just spread itself on my lid, and it covered it up pretty well. It's a little bit messy, could have been a bit neater with the mascara. For lips, I'm going to lip line with the Colourpop Cosmetics Lip Pencil in Aquarius. I need to find a sharpener for these. You need a specific sized sharpener to sharpen these babies. So I still need to find one. I'm a little bit afraid if I put it in a sharpener that's too big or too small, it might ruin the pencil. If you recommend any good sharpeners for Colourpop lip pencils, let me know. And now to fill in my lips, I'm going to be using the Colourpop lipstick in Aquarius. I just think this colour is perfect for an everyday look. I always use it, unless I want to go for a darker lip or maybe just a lip gloss. If I'm just rushing and I don't know what lipstick to wear, I always wear Aquarius. It's just such a nice colour. And the good thing about the packaging of the Colourpop lipsticks is that they're so tiny that they can just literally fit in your handbag or your purse, and you can carry it around with you all day, just in case you need to touch up. Usually if I'm going out all day, I will use my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray just so it stays on all day. But since I am not wearing it all day today, I'm not going to spray it because I don't want to waste product. So do that if you want to. And this is the finished look. I just think this look is nice and simple, even though I used a lot of products, I know. It's just so I can cover up my redness and my acne on my face. But if you have none of that, then good for you. You won't have to do most of these steps. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.